Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we didn't get to during the course of the show today. I'm really excited about what we're going to do after the show, and we'll have it on Friday probably, is the song that I had written about Rhett Walker to the tune of one of Rhett Walker's songs, the way I hear... like what I picture when I see Rhett Walker sing. We came up with the idea to actually have a video made. Gavin made that, and then we were going to debut it for Rhett Walker on Zoom. So we're going to play it for him, and he'll see it for the first time. He doesn't know anything about it. I purposely didn't tell him anything about it because I want to get his honest reaction. And he has such a good sense of humor. Like, I think he'll find it really, really funny. Mm-hmm. I hope. Or otherwise, this is really bad.
You're going to be like, crickets.
Yeah. Like, that's not funny at all. I don't talk like that. Heck fire. Well, you do. But yeah, I mean, this is the same guy that let me cut a mullet on him.
Yeah,
so,
it's fine.
And then kept it too.
Yes, he's all over TikTok, man. Like, he's always making different things. He's trying to figure out like what lands, and he'll do that for a while. Like, he was doing some dad stuff, and then like this fake preacher thing, and so like he's just gotten dance things with his daughter. Like, he's gotten really into it.
He's doing it right.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of his. So we'll be doing that later on. You can see that this week, and then I'm out Monday, Tuesday of next week. I know it's a really early warning, but you know what? You're family, so we're going to tell you now that you're playing for it.
Okay.
So
no podcast or Aftercast next week. Boy, this was kind of interesting as I was preparing for today's show and Aftercast, like we always do. Convoy of Hope, they're a ministry that we've partnered with, for years, that gets help to people when they need it after disasters and stuff. And this was really cool. Like, they actually served more than 200 million people since they were founded in 1994. And this was on a regular news site. I'm like, oh my goodness. And their founder had said, or their new president said, to think this all started with bags of groceries for a few families in 1994. Oh, wow. Because that's the thing, man. People all the time will say, oh, well, that's a $1 billion charity or what have you. But most of these charities started with one person's idea and just a desire to help. And sometimes it was a desire to share the gospel while they did some practical help. And that's kind of what Convoy of Hope was all about. And now 200 million people later, they've had their lives changed because of the kindness that was shared with them, all the while sharing the gospel with them. It's really cool. And so I looked through a couple things, like, just as a reminder of things that they've been a part of. Hurricane Katrina, Hurricane Harvey, the Haiti earthquakes, both of them in 2010 and 2021, the Joplin tornado, Flint, Michigan, Sandy, COVID-19, and the ongoing refugee crisis in Ukraine are just a few of the places they've been, and they've been involved. And what was really cool, this was the thing, they made it on the Forbes list. Forbes is a money magazine, basically, and they made it on the Forbes list of America's top charities. And so I was curious, like, who else was on there? Like what's their competition? And so there was like the United Way, the Salvation Army, Habitat for Humanity, St. Jude, a bunch of the big ones that American Red Cross. But this is really cool for a ministry to be on that list and make the top 50 was super, super cool. So I'm really proud that whenever there's a disaster that happens, we kind of funnel people to, Convoy of Hope to help out.
Because then that 9 times out of 10, or there's a good chance that what you're giving is actually going to be used for good. Sometimes, sad to say, but in this world, you can give money to a nonprofit, and sometimes it's not going to be used for good.
I mean, yeah, I've seen it, and I know people have like the best intentions, but sometimes politics and red tape and greed and all of these things can undo people's charity. Like, I saw it when I was in Haiti for the 2010 earthquake. I saw it, like, stuff from the Red Cross that people had donated millions and millions of dollars, like, was sitting on runways of the airport a year later not being used.
That's terrible.
Oh, it's horrible, and there's just that happens. But that's why working with Christian ministries, they work on smaller levels and they're not caught up in the red tape. And most times they are ministries that have already been working in these places for years. So they have their own networks to help people out. They work through churches. That's how Compassion works. Compassion works through local churches, and it makes a difference. They can get help to people physically right now. The church, honestly, man, the church, people can say what they want to about the church being judgmental or hypocritical or whatever, but boy, when there's a disaster, the church shows up, shows out, and takes care of people, feeds people, helps people, and they're thankful for it. You know, they kind of forget about, oh, you're judgmental. Well, you don't like my lifestyle, but feed me. You know, like it's like it all goes away in a disaster, and the church does some of its best work in those moments, and Christian organizations do some of their best work in those moments, and I love them. And so that was just really cool to see a Christian ministry up in those ranks, you know, doing well and serving people. So there you go. Lady Rock, what do you got?
So I think there's some of us that we think, and it's true, Hollywood is ageist. Like it's hard for women as they're aging to keep up with the younger actresses.
Sure, and it's not fair.
It's not. But men, as they grow older, they're considered distinguished and a silver fox.
My wife was really happy when I started getting gray hair, and I was too, to a degree, because I act like such a child that somehow getting the gray hair, it was like, oh, he's just an older guy that is still young, you know, like, and also too, sometimes I would say things, and because I act like a child so much that when I would say things of note, people were like, oh, I don't know, but there's something about the gray hair, it gives you a little bit of credibility for gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, I found this list of celebrities that are considered older, but yet they still got it. A lot of people still think that they're great to look at.
Is it guys or?
Guys and girls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is interesting. George Clooney. Let's all agree. Come on.
Absolutely.
He's 61, still looking amazing.
He's 61? Wow. And he's not like, there are some of the other actors like, you know, Stallone was ripped. Tom Cruise was ripped. George Clooney was never ripped. He was always like an everyman kind of
George
thing.
Clooney.
Yeah, it was just George Clooney. Like he wasn't out of shape, but he wasn't in shape, you know?
Yeah, I like him.
And so, yeah, I like him. I like him a lot. I just like to look at him.
Now, this one is questionable to me. Tom Selleck?
Another
He's
everyman.
77.
Yeah, but
isn't he the one with the mustache?
Yeah, from Magnum PI.
477 though.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if we can understand how old 77 is.
Yeah, when you think about like grandparents that you had that waddle into a room and all hunched over and they're like 76, you're like, oh yeah, I see
He's doing all right. Yeah. Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's gotten rougher though.
Slowing down.
I love that I have like opinions about this. Harrison Ford was, you know him from Star Wars and Indiana Jones, and then he aged gracefully, and he was still being able to do like "Get off my plane," you know. What was that movie? The Air Force One or something like that.
Oh, when he's the president.
Yeah, get off my plane. But lately though, the dew has fallen off of that rose a bit. Like he's just looking like an old dude now.
Yeah, he moves a lot slower.
You want to guess how old he is?
72?
75?
80.
80.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, okay. All right, you know
Harrison.
what? I take that back. For an 80-year-old dude, he's doing great.
Yeah.
Because again, I look at like my father-in-law or my dad who passed away at 79, and neither one of them was in Harrison Ford shape. So, okay.
Man.
Pierce Brosnan.
He definitely aged very well.
Did he?
I think so, yes. I would love to look like Pierce Brosnan when I'm his age. What is he, 75?
69.
He is
probably older.
69.
Oh, nice.
All
right. Okay, yeah, he's done well.
Now, this one, I'm going to get on the bandwagon for sure because I have been saying it for a while. Jeff Bridges.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Jeff Bridges?
Ooh. Yes.
I don't throw him into the same category as the other guys.
Wait, was Jeff Bridges in Dumb and Dumber?
No.
No.
That's
Bo Bridges? No.
Who's
Jeff Bridges is like
no, he's not. No, he's the one that he was like that guy. Hold on.
I know.
Jeff Daniels. Was
You're
Dumb and
thinking of
Dumber.
Jeff
Okay.
Daniels. He did like
Jeff
True Grit,
Bridges.
The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
But Bo Bridges not as good. His brother.
Yeah, oh, he's definitely not.
Yeah.
Bo Bridges. Let me look
Bo
at it.
Bridges is like the weird, like, oh, you're
Character actor.
you're Jeff's brother.
Not even close.
Yeah. That's like Stephen Baldwin to Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, exactly.
What happened in that
But
family?
Jeff. Yeah.
Well, let's go. Do you have any of the women?
Yes. Okay.
Now it's funny because now is where we'll get in trouble for being super judgmental.
All right. Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I mean, you like
I
Dolly.
love her.
Yeah.
I love her. But she definitely has had a lot of work done,
Yeah.
and she wears wigs, and yet she's Dolly Parton. You have to love her. I love her. But I don't know if I would say, like, she's still
Yeah, I feel like it's more of a name and
a persona.
Yeah,
Okay.
than it is, I see her doing things
Look
all the
at
time.
you two. Kitten's got claws right now.
Julie Andrews.
I can never remember.
She's like everybody's grandma.
Yeah, I
Mom
can't.
and-
No.
Yeah, like again, that's like another actor, male of her age. You'd be like, oh yeah, but she looks like everyone's grandma. Like Diane Keaton, I think is somebody that has held up really well and distinguished. Like she still looks really good. Like she's wearing her gray well.
Susan Sarandon. I don't.
Yeah, that's tough.
I wouldn't say
Maybe
so.
it's because they were so beautiful that when just age gets you, I don't. This is hard. This sounds so judgmental.
Yeah, it does.
I feel so bad.
But
right now.
I am going to agree on this one.
Yeah.
At 75 years old,
Yeah.
Sally Field.
Oh,
She is so cute.
Yeah, I like Sally Field.
She reminds me a lot of my mom.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah. And there was some other lady. I was watching TV the other day, and I would have swore it was your mom. Short gray hair, like petite, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could remember who it was. Oh, I wish I could remember.
But
who it
a
was.
lot of people, like when they meet my mom, they're like, "Oh, she reminds me of Sally Field."
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
She's super cute.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Anyways,
I got super judgy. It felt like
Move out.
I wonder how Daryl Hannah looks like now.
Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah. She was in Splash with Tom Hanks.
Her name was Daryl?
Hannah.
Daryl Hannah. Yeah. I'm just curious.
Well, I've seen her on something.
Because I always, whenever I'm prepping for the show, like.
Oh, she was in Steel Magnolias.
Yes. That's where you would know it from. Yeah. How's she doing?
Alive?
It's true, man. I mean, this is what's weird. This is what like.
Yeah, no.
Oh no. The middle picture, she had like work done, like not good work. Oh, I feel bad for that too, like because there's that pressure for them to stay a certain way, and so some women will have work done. Oh, Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan was
bless.
the cutest actress, and then she had all this work done, and it kind of wrecked her.
It did. It did.
Yeah.
She should. I'm sure she regrets what she did.
Yeah, and I hate that they feel the pressure that they have to do that. But I mean, we're sitting here judging them right now. But like my
We're
wife,
terrible people.
I see where this kind of wigs out my wife a little bit because I have become more distinguished. You know, that's just the curse of being a man. No, my wife worries about like her wrinkles, like, and I don't care about them at all. I'm like, it's not a big deal. You know, we've lived a lot of life together. You know, and it's good. It's all good. This is where you get to at the end of your life. You know, where I guess it's kind of the middle, but I look at it at the end because I'm a pessimist. But like you've gotten to this point. You've lived a lot of life. You've raised a kid, and there's going to be wrinkles that come with that. And it's okay. Like, it's totally good. It's not a big deal. Like, I don't think twice about it.
It's just different for women just because I'm sure she can look at other women and see, oh, they don't have this or they don't have that, and they're the same age as me. And I think guys can sometimes feel that way, maybe when it comes to weight.
Yeah, or like in shape.
Yeah.
Like, because guys will do this too. Guys are comparative as well. You're like, dadgum, that guy. Like, I just showed them a TikTok video of a guy doing a push-up, pushing himself up in the air like a spider jumps, and then he's still like horizontal, and he puts his two hands on two stumps, because I mean they got to be stumps because that makes it even cooler, and then stays in that position. It just defies gravity and physics, and you're like, wow, I wish I could do that.
And in reality, that's like 0.005% of the population can get even close to doing something like that. But yet we see it, and we are like, I wish I could be that guy.
Yeah, I just don't want to be winded when I tie my shoes. Like, that's a win in my book.
Or talk for like 5 minutes.
I know, or run, or like skip from my office to the studio. I'm like, I need a minute.
That's a problem.
I know, for sure. Hey, what do you got for birthdays?
Abigail, she wants to wish her rock star of a husband, Matthew, a happy birthday, saying he's a great provider and protector for us and always encourages me and with his heart for giving even when times are hard.
Nice. I like that. I like the protector thing. I always tell my daughter, I said, what's my job? And I'd make her repeat it to me. Like, what's my job? And she'd always say,
pay for my stuff.
No, to protect me. Yeah. Like, my job is to protect you.
I like Gavin's answer better.
Yeah, that's really what still happened. And actually, she's done really well, man. Like, she's on her own, really. And I think the only thing we have her cell phone, and I still gave her one of our credit cards for gas.
Nice.
Yeah, so I pay for her gas still. Yeah, so but she lives like literally 3 minutes from her job, so she doesn't use it that much. Although a tank top showed up on there the other day. she's like, I didn't have any cash.
You know how tempting it has been. Every time I have to get on the Chick-fil-A app, your card is saved on there.
Is it really? Yes, I knew
I haven't done it.
I know.
But I'm saying it is very tempting to be like, you know what? I'm just going to put supper on Wally tonight.
Because we take turns buying breakfast. And so the other day, she was buying it at Chick-fil-A. And I watched her put my card. She said, I need your card. I'm like, oh, okay, here you go. And then I'm just thinking it's a one-time thing. And then I watch her hit a button. I'm like, I think she just saved my card on there.
I did.
Smart.
I did. So just know you can always make up for whatever wrongdoings you do towards me through.
There you go.
Or maybe you don't even have to give me permission. I'll just say, you were mean to me today, so you're buying me Chick-fil-A.
He's like, 5 times this week I've seen Chick-fil-A pop up.
A little much. You got any questions?
We have a question from Cole.
Okay. Cole.
And I don't know if I can answer this question. If you could be any Star Wars character for 24 hours, who would it be and why?
24 hours, you say? I would want a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's
I feel like
cool.
if you're going to do the Star Warsy thing, I'd either be, I guess, like Obi-Wan Kenobi because he's awesome,
old guy,
or young Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay.
And then,
Gregor, who played him?
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
Or you could be Han Solo. Because
Han Solo's the only choice.
You got to take the Millennium Falcon out for a joyride.
Yeah, but he's the only choice. He was always the rebel, the cool one. Yep. Luke was whiny. Finn kind of whiny. You know, like but Han Solo was always sure of himself. Ended up in carbon frozen and still came back from that. So yeah, Han Solo for sure.
I would either want to be
Rey.
The booger thing.
Jabba the Hutt.
He's so cute.
Oh, the booger is Yoda.
Yoda?
Yeah.
Baby Yoda.
He's so cute.
Okay.
Yeah, and I see a lot of memes that I'm like, I get that. Or I want to be the bad guy, the guy that's all in black.
No.
And he's like,
Darth Vader.
I'm your father.
Half metal, half
just so
person.
I could be bad.
You're so thin, I could see you as like a Sith Lord. Like it's still evil. Don't worry.
I don't know what that is.
Still bad guy.
Bad guy.
It was played by what's his face with the long face, with the black hair and the long face.
Black hair, long face.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, help me. Somebody help me.
Long face.
You know who this is. He's a great actor.
I probably do.
Black hair, long face.
Black hair, long face.
Wait.
Put in black hair.
Are you talking about like Adam Driver?
Yes, Adam Driver.
Okay.
Yes.
It's tough because there's so many Star Wars movies that I'm like, how many am I? Okay, yeah, Adam Driver.
I like Adam Driver as an actor. I like he's really grown on me a lot. But yeah, I mean, you see it like black hair, long face, got like a horse face.
Wally,
not in a bad way.
How can you take that in a good way?
Horses are beautiful, like Black Beauty.
She's gonna buy Chick-fil-A now.
No, I didn't say it about her. She has a cute face.
I'm having Chick-fil-A on them because they are probably offended.
Yes, exactly. All right, well, that's going to do it for our Aftercast for today. And as always, thanks for being a potty.